Okay, so what we've done is we've repaired our board. You have to, I've personally preferred to do it in this order here. So first you put this plate back in here, which is the main cable connector. Okay, that can be a little bit fiddly because it has a metal plate. Now if you pan in close there, basically you'll see that metal plate around the connector here, in the side here. That can be very fiddly. You basically have to push your finger in there and hold the plate in place while the screw goes in. Obviously you would have put your board in first before you did that. So the board in first, then screw this in here, and then
if you try to do the board last, you won't get the board in properly.
Right. So, and then make sure obviously your wires here are laid flat. Now I'm going to try and show that to you there. So you can see it, they're all in a row, not on top of each other, and it's all in place.
And the retaining bar is screwed back in.
Obviously what we have here is we have the switch. This is the switch to the machine. Okay, and then I'll show you where all this goes. So we're going to put this back together. And the way this goes here is the switch goes here. And you'll see this here.
There's a big gap in the needle bed end.
So you can see where the switch goes. It slots right into this panel here.
And then it slots into that little gap
and
there.
then everything, hopefully, and I say hopefully, because on these older machines, you just never know.
Stuff gets a bit fiddly. Whoops, hang on a second, I'm out of focus.
You basically just have to maneuver this back into place. Let's put that back in where it should be. Actually, I think it's probably better if I take this out, leave that there, and slide the panel in first.
Try to slide it. I can't see from this angle. Sorry, Troy's 6'2" and I'm 5'4", so his arms are way longer than I am.
So you can see here, this needs to slide inside. You need to get this in a proper position, which is there, and hopefully slide it back in place. Now that, as you can see, I haven't done that correctly, so I'm just going to pull that out real quick and get it back into place.
There you go. And you can see that the screw holes are aligned now.
Now you can see all the screw holes here are lined up. If you remember, these two larger screws here, so these ones here, go here. So I'm just going to put those back into place while lining up the panel.
Magnetic screwdrivers are going to be your best friend for anything that you do with these machines, trust me.
So that's all nicely lined up.
If you don't have any magnetic screws,
then you have your smaller screw here, goes into the bottom part here. That's all nice and tight.
yeah.
And then it's just a matter of putting these poppers back in. Now the way that I do it, I always put the base in first.
And by the base he means the little round.
And pop it back in.
When Troy says poppers, he means rivets. Some people call them poppers, some people call them rivets.
So there's
same thing.
There's your two holes for the plastic rivets.
So he's just putting the base part in first, as you can see.
And then the top.
And then the top.
To retain it.
It's the easiest way to do them when they're separated.
This is where my huge hands are a problem. There you go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to...
So as I was saying before, if you do not have magnetic screwdrivers, Troy can always show you how to magnetize your screwdrivers.
Right, as you can see, this is off. Always do that first. Make sure it's off. And you're going to plug the machine in to test it.
power's off at the switch, so Troy just went to switch it on.
And hopefully this won't go bang. And there you go.
You should have been able to hear the beep.
Everything's all powered up nicely.
I'm going to bring you down here so you can see everything flat. Lights are on and everything is flashing.
So obviously this is a very old machine. We didn't expect the console to work, but we have got power back to it. So this machine's been hanging around in someone's garage for about 25 years, which is normal for a 910 anyway.
Which accounts also for all the discoloration.
But as you can see, the most important part here is the safety aspect. This switch is where it's supposed to be. The connections inside are all secure. And this cable connector here has been screwed properly back into place with those two screws.
So the plug fits in.
So just remember safety first. Okay.
Do you want to show them that the plug's tight?
As you can see, look.
Yeah.
Nice and tight. That's not moving anywhere. The connector's not moving anywhere. That's the way it should be. Obviously make sure these two screws are nice and tight up against the panel. If they're not, then it's not safe. Hopefully...
Just be careful that you don't over tighten and crack the casing.
Hopefully that will help. This is the way that we do it at Spartan. We do sell the repair kits for these boards, and you can find us on eBay under Spartan KMP.
If you have any issues whatsoever trying to do it yourself, just give us a call and Troy can help walk you through it.
Have a good day.